Take that with you. Take that with you.
Can I market that? Hey man, look. You should run a Dominion tournament and hire me because I'm everything. Sup?
Well, you're everything that Feedski's not, which isn't much.
You combine me and Feedski, you get like everything.
Yep. Yep.
Chober's the dressing that makes everything look happy, and forecourt's like the forecourt. You're like the what the heck is that thing called?
The backup,
You're like the side dish
the
thing.
side
It's
dish,
like yeah,
the
so that,
side
that thing
dish.
that everyone's always like ooh, and they ignore their main course for a little bit because it's cool.
And then they finish with me and go back to dinner. Yeah.
Sad face.
Yes, I take a little bit of forecourt gesture on the side. Thank you. Yes, thank
Oh,
you.
this would be so. This thing would be so much better if we just add a little forecourt gesture to it. Oh yes, put some forecourt gesture there. Excellent. It's a perfect meal.
Perfect meal. Yes. Strange accents coming out of us all of a sudden.
I heard Confidarius is Russian. I want to try and get him to talk on stream sometime.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. Right, so chat bans, refreshing memories, Kha'Zix, Kassadin, Amumu, and Jace. We're not going to see any of them. We're waiting for these next 6, but I'm sure you have things to say about all of these.
I do. I have things to say about champs something.
Something, something, blather, blather.
Sorry, I was like scrolling through a thing I had to find. Okay, cool. Um, let's see. So yeah, let me recap all the bans real quick. Kha'Zix, good burst, can jump over walls that normal champions can't jump over with the evolved leap. So he has better mobility than any other leap champion, and he's got really deadly burst. Kassadin has the highest mobility that you can get, I think, in Dominion because of all the teleportation. He brings a pretty brutal silence to the table too. And the multiplying base damage from Riftwalk is really scary if he charges up one or two of them before he gets into the fight and then just spam 1, 2, 3, and it's like, where did my health go? It's really nasty. Amumu deals percent damage and has extremely powerful amounts of AoE, so it's good to keep him banned out. Jace has got really long range poke that does a ton of damage and is a good close range brawler. Wukong does a lot of damage. Wukong does a lot of damage, has an AoE airborne, is durable. Poppy has an invincible. She has, excuse me, Poppy has an invincible, and she has great AP burst and good mobility. Urgot's got good long range, good durability, good damage. Darius is tanky. He can clean up very well with the Noxian Guillotine, because the meta is sort of tanky in Dominion, and true damage is just like, I don't care, it just goes right through that. Pantheon has great map presence with the ultimate, has a stun, a lot of damage. Lulu didn't get banned. I'll talk about that in a second. That's like, ooh. Chat bans for anyone that didn't remember are Kha'Zix, Kassadin, and Mumu and Jace. And the last ban, Jax. Jax has an AoE stun, can do a lot of damage, and is really durable with his ultimate combined with counterattack and a couple of tanky items. Helps him have good dive potential, and Leap Strike's great. Helps him go over walls and things like that. Now we're seeing an Ezreal pick. Ezreal's got good long range. He can be suddenly closer, so when you think you're out of range, you're really not, and Ezreal kills you. Just when Ezreal's in range and you think you're going to kill him, no. He's going to just Arcane Shift away, and you're not going to kill him. And then all your stuff will be on cooldown because you'll miss all your skill shots. And then he'll turn around and shoot at you, and it'll be bad. Or you can just stop being there if he goes over a wall. Ezreal also has an attack speed slow and a global presence with the ultimate in order to interrupt long distance. One of these days, Dynop will actually play Veigar, and it'll be amazing. If he plays him well. I think he's one of the better champs in Dominion, but he's extraordinarily hard to use. We're seeing a Lulu locked in. Lulu has a very powerful slow, more so than most. She also turns any of her allies' hit points into a lie. Just when you think that you have burst Half-Hearted's brand down, you see him, he has 400 hit points, and you're like, I can take that. I can kill Half-Hearted in a real game, and you unload on him. Infeed's Lulu would be like, no. And then all of a sudden, Half-Hearted's brand has a bunch more hit points, the damage shield. You hit him with everything you've got, and he's not dead. And now Half-Hearted is angry that you thought you could kill him, and he turns around and he burns your entire world down. Lulu makes every allied champion's hit points a lie. You don't know if you'll be able to burst them down or not because you don't know if Lulu's going to tag them with any of her abilities. She's a good champion. She has an airborne too. Airbornes are nice. Brand brings a great amount of AoE damage to the table, and a stun. He's a pretty good kite, and the percent damage tick is also really useful because of the way people like to build tanky. Now we're seeing, uh, yes, it's 80%, I believe, on Lulu's slow. It's vicious. She gets banned a lot for that reason. We're seeing a Nunu locked in. Nunu has great sustain. Blood Boil is awesome, especially Blood Boiling Ezreal, but we usually see Nunu in the bottom lane because of the sustain, and he's just a good champ. Dynov locking in that Singed for his team. Singed, extremely tanky, extremely mobile, can do a lot of damage if left alone. Good at, what's it called? Good at, what's that called? That,
Hmm?
that thing that Singed does.
Flip, glue, insanity potion.
Control. He's good at control with the flame. Yes,
Fine.
that's what. Thank you for the card. And over at the other side, we're seeing a Kale locked in. We've talked about Kale a little bit. She's pretty quick. Has extraordinary damage potential, but is usually focused as a result. But thankfully, she has invincible, so it's okay. Damn it, Naked Apron Plan. This guy. These teams, man, they love messing with us. And yeah, Kale can do a ton of damage, and her ult's good for saving a teammate that's in distress. Blitzcrank has a ton of AoE. No, he doesn't. Blitzcrank has a ton of interrupts. That's what I was looking for. And he's durable. And, ooh! Karma! I love Karma. Karma's awesome. We'll see what they actually do decide to lock in, though. Hi, Cillian. Thanks for watching. Cillian's a guy who you'll see in tournaments on Europe, in the 4PL tournaments on EU West. If you guys have any friends that play on EU West or play on EU West yourself, like whenever NA is down, you know, there's a chat channel over there called Dominion. You can join it, find some Dominion players over there, play some games. They're good dudes. I like Europe. So yeah, locking in Ryze and Jarvan the Fourth. Ryze has a lot of damage potential. He's got build a lot of mana, build a lot of tankiness. You can just keep throwing down that damage. Tankiness isn't a word, but whatever. And he's got MR reduction, which is nice. It helps out usually everyone in some small way. I think it's one of the more underrated things about him is that spell flux, because everyone's got a little bit of magic damage in this game, and every little bit helps, you know. So it's good stuff, and does a lot of damage. Machine guns out abilities. It's good. Okay. What else? What is that thing?
Not answering it this time.
You got it right last time. You clicked it in my brain.
I know, I'm retiring 100%. Can't beat it.
Damn. Oh, I'm sorry. I've got the best. I can't do it anymore. Rapid Rooster, maybe in October of last year he was, but now he's not. We figured out how to deal with him. Singed is durable and stuff. Yeah, I talked about Singed. Oh, there's a stream delay. That's right. Okay. And J4 is really durable. He goes through walls because he doesn't believe in them. He makes his own walls. He's got a love-hate relationship with walls. Durable champion, has a slow, does good damage. Airborns are nice. And we're seeing Diana. I still don't know why Diana's amazing. Does a lot of AP damage. Good gap closer, I guess. That's why she's used. I'm sorry, I don't know Diana as well. Does that make sense to everyone? Is everyone up to date with all the champions and stuff? I gotta wait for this.
Hope you're not asking me.
No, I'm asking chat. I want to make sure everyone knows what's going on with the champions. Because Windex, man. Yeah. I wish we should have a Windex sponsorship. What is a champion? A champion is a character that you play. Or a hero if you play other games.
I need a hero.
So since everyone's clear about why these things are picked and banned, I'm going to tell you what's really going on. And yeah, Gragas is a pretty good bottom laner. Let me tell you what's really going on with these champions, because you might think that the reasons that I stated why they were picked and banned are the real reasons, but it's not. Kha'Zix is banned because he's complicated to understand, and we don't like things that we don't know very well. Kasten's banned because he went to the Void and back, and we don't trust him anymore, so we don't let him in. Amumu complains too much, and we're tired of listening to it. That's why he's banned. Jace's weapon doesn't fit the metal detector, so we banned him. Wukong is banned because of Planet of the Apes. We don't want that to even have a chance of getting off the ground. Darius is banned because he always comes in and finishes things that other people start. Eating a steak, he comes in, takes the last piece, and leaves. Why does Darius do that? He's a jerk. Poppy is too short. She's just not tall enough to be allowed in. Pantheon won't take off his mask for some reason. Maybe he's got a scar or something, but every time we're like, hey, Pantheon, like, what? We gotta take off your mask for security. And he's like, no. So we're like, oh, fine. Okay. Urgot's just cyborg discrimination. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. Jack stole a light post and he hasn't given it back. That's why he's banned. When he puts the lamppost back, Jax can play again. But that's property damage and that's a felony and it's not okay, Jax. Jax, it's not okay. Now, Singe gets picked because he's a scientist, okay? So when things go wrong, it's good to have him around. Jarvan's the Emperor. We're not going to not let him in. We're not sure how Ezreal got in, but it has something to do with Arcane Shift. Rise, he's cool. He's got a book. He reads to children. He's a real all-around good dude, so we let him in. Nunu has a Yeti. We were not going to argue with the Yeti. No, that's just not cool. Now, Lulu, we're like, Lulu, I'm sorry, but you are too short. But she turned my dog into a cupcake, and I didn't want her to turn me into one, so I'm just like, just go. But she didn't change my dog back out of the cupcake. So now I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Do I eat it? I'm not sure. Kale is an angel. We don't want to go to hell, so we just let her in. Half-Hearted's on fire. We're not going to touch him to pat him down to see if he has weapons. We don't want to get burns. Blitzcrank, the only reason Blitzcrank gets through is because we disassemble him, take him through, and then reassemble him once he gets through the door. Diana, she's got moon teleportation. She's just like, zoop, and we're like, what? And then we go, wait, what did she Q? How did she... What? She's a conundrum. That's what's really going on.
To quote Futurama, Zam! Boom! Right to the moon!
Yes!
And astronauts are fat.
Astronauts are from Ohio.
Ohio!
No, really. All of them have been from Ohio. I think minus like 2.
Except that there's such things as like Canadian astronauts and Russian astronauts and Chinese astronauts. They're not from Ohio.
Just for the states. Just for the states. All the ones from the states have come from Ohio, with the exception of, I think, 2 of them. And then I'm sure Russia and Canada, they've been from all the different like provinces and sections and stuff.
Nope, just Toronto.
I always thought, really? They've all been from Toronto?
I have no idea.
Oh man, dude, I was gonna like freak out. Be like, whoa!
Ohayo gozaimasu! Thank you, Mama's Llama. Alright, we good to go for the mod?
Yeah, sure. Start it whenever.
Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the finals. Gander, our resident comedian, putting me to shame, but I'm the forecourt jester. That guy was Gander, and we got ourselves a game number 2. Left-hand side, Team Blue, down 1-0. It is going to be Feel the Vibe. Our defending champions, I believe, representing Team Purple, pays Evelyn child support. Some extremely well-fought wins on their part, and that means we're in game number 2. So I'm loaded up. How are you? You got that bug again?
I don't know yet. Oh wait, no, I don't. It's fixed.
Huzzah! I love it when things get fixed. But yes, game number 2, finals, Dominate Dominion 25, nearly a whole half year of Dominion, and it's all been possible thanks to one man. We're giving it up to the feed ski tonight, bro. We love ya. Dominate Dominion loves ya. Keep on trucking.
I'm looking at these 2 teams right here, as Forecourt Jester said. Dominate Dominion number 25. This is finals game 2. It's going to be Paizo and Child Support and Feel the Vibe. Feel the Vibe start on the left side this time. Paizo and Child Support's up 1-0 in this series so far. On Feel the Vibe's team, we got Chris I Am playing as Singe, Totalment playing as Jarvan IV, Dynov playing as Ezreal, Naked Apron playing as Rise, Armor playing as Nunu, and on Paizo and Child Support side, we have Infeed playing as Lulu, Captain Booberry playing as Kale, Half-Hard playing as Brand, Painkiller playing as Blitzcrank, and Confidarius playing as Diana. And I'm Gander, and my co-caster this week is...
Boink, boink, boink. Forecourt Jester. Yeah. I just loving this Die Now kid. He has like these big... He has like Cyclops eyes going on right now. It's really cool. Just spamming those emotes. But yes, we are going to get this game underway. The race to the windmill has now started right on time. It's like a horse race without any fixed betting. But it does look like Singe is going to be grabbing the factory. The drill going to that Blitzcrank. It will be Nunu versus Diana a bottom. Very interested to see how the sustain comp is going to go up against the Diana. But Diana very strong. down in that bottom lane this round. Now, as was mentioned before, during all those picks and bans, somehow Lulu getting through all those bans is going to be a pick here, and you can see her already with that picks, trying to make havoc for this top team right now. Totalment going to go right in on top of Captain Booberry. Does get flipped out by that Singe, and health bars are ticking down. Does look like Totalmon going to be the first to drop, but Captain Booberry is close on his heels, putting us at 1-1. Die now trying to kite out the Painkiller, is going to get that arcane shift off, but was not enough. Who's going to win this one? Painkiller or Dino? The blitz grab going to be able to finish it off. Naked Apron Plan trying to take down the Painkiller, but still nobody is on this point. There goes those revives. Totalmont now back up here. Chris I Am still wandering around, but the Naked Apron Plan going to be trying to take down that point. Does get interrupted by the Booberry, as Infeed is now the big target here from Totalmont. Big damage, big damage. Cannot seem to grab the kill. Here comes Die now. Sorry.
Chris I Am got him with the adhesive, but wasn't able to get the fling on in there. And Captain Blueberry, starting out with his KO, only just chipping away for a little bit of damage. Not the intense amount of DPS that we normally see so far.
Oh, Painkiller. Did Painkiller die? Yes, he did. That revive coming back up. Die now going for the infeed. Still nobody on that point, Gander. Naked Apron Man is doing such a great job kiting this out, and I have no idea where Dyna was aiming on that last Mystic shot. And now here comes Chris I Am. The fling coming. Not out. There we go. Right into the poison. Just waiting for that. Dyna, what a great dodge there, but no, he goes right back into the flames. Infeed going for the point. Gets interrupted by Chris I Am, and down goes that Ezreal. The level 6 comes out from Infeed. That's how long he's been alive. And he still has not gone down. Can Half-Hearted pick up the rest of this point? The answer is no. Chris I Am too good, but Half-Hearted is well in the clear. Chris I Am has no way to get there. Totalmon now coming in. The invulnerability from Kale on top of that infeed. Diana takes the bottom point. Nunu with that revive, and Chris I Am does go down, not able to touch Half-Hearted.
Windmill Fight Extended Edition still continuing. Totalment Naked Apron Plan up here. It looks like they might be able to secure this, but they do still have quite a way to go. Captain Blueberry and Half-Heart are up there and able to delay. Captain Blueberry might get in range to get hit by Ezreal from across the map, actually. That's what he was in range for. Now Captain Blueberry is just trying to keep people away from the point. Infeed not going to get there quite in time to be able to save Kale, but is going to get there in time to land a Glitter Lance. Totalment getting uppercut into the sky right there, and some damage coming off from Rise right there, helping out a little bit. Painkiller getting stalked by Dynov, having to fall back a little bit. Chris I Am moving out away from the point to zone out. See him throwing down the adhesive over there. Wants to be able to keep people away. And finally, Feel the Vibe at 4 minutes 41 seconds was able to secure the windmill.
Such an extended fight, but so many kills coming out of it as well. 3 kills to Jarvan, 3 kills to Kale, 3 kills to Blitzcrank. A little odd on that last one, but either way, deaths were had, and we will start seeing the Nexuses die a little quicker here for Pays Evelyn Child support.
Confidars throwing a little bit of damage down at the bottom, putting the hurt on armor there. Painkiller coming around from one side, Kale coming around from the other side. Nunu really doesn't have any way out, unfortunately.
Go out with a bang.
Get grabbed and get put right back in his place. Clearing out a whole bunch of minions, going to make a push for this tower, but Jarvan and Rise are on their way down. We have Totalment and Naked Apron Plan. Totalment diving straight into the fight. Confidars, there we go, seeing that safety with that shield right there. Confidars, a little bit of a shield of his own, but not quite able to save him from death, as it were. Couple of Garrison on that turret, and Booberry and Painkiller trying to keep things going okay there. Booberry gets hit by the True Shot Barrage, and that point was just so close to being neutral. Unfortunately, Naked Apron Plan is going to catch Blitzcrank and take him down.
Yeah, that blue shoe prop barrage actually hit the Blitzcrank too. You can see the assist there from Ezreal, and Ezreal cross-shot assists, cross-shot kills. It is fueling him a lot of gold. 1 kill, 2 deaths, 4 assists, has those cooldown boots to boot, and look at Infeed just taking the damage. Oh, what a great Pyroclasm, but it was expertly dodged out by Dyna. But here comes Booberry. Booberry on that KO. He did such great work in that semifinals game with that KO in that bottom lane. Can only imagine how well it's going to be up here in this top, but they do get repulsed by Feel the Vibe at this point. And now Confitarius, he has some confidence. Maybe he's going to go in on that Nunu, and yes, the kill counter does tick down. He's going to make a good play for that quest, and the quest could be huge for for Feel the Vibe.
Over the top, Painkiller missed what could have been a really sick grab up at the top. Confederates dodging that ult from Ezreal is able to pull off the neutral. Rise is going to split off and head down to deal with that. Painkiller trying to capture the windmill right now at the top, though. Getting zoned back.
Bam!
Grabs Tolman, pulls him in, though. Is able to step out of the Pillar of Flame, but gets stunned anyway by Brand. Now Dynov's in a really rough spot. Painkiller getting shield, eating that shot from Dynov. Blueberry going to retreat around Dynov, looking for it, not able to find it, but dives right into Half-Hearted's horrible destruction radius that he has, and gets uppercut for his troubles by Blitzcrank. And now they're going to be able to pick up that point. That point secured. The bottom lane was neutral. Rise was able to chase them away from the bottom, but now Payson and Child Sports going to be in control of 3 points. Down at the bottom, though, Armor having to get warded off by Infeed. Minions can easily kick that over to a neutral if they are not careful. Diana back on her way to the lane, though.
Dude, if there was any point that you needed a quest, it was right there. Single-handedly boosting the damage by 10% in that top lane fight. That really did help out Devil and Child Support. And they, as you said, they were able to get this one. They're going up for that defense. Not able to get the blitz hook, but lots of damage landing on top of Painkiller. We do got Blueberry and Half-Hearted up here as well. So for now, we are going to be repulsing this attack from Feel the Vibe, but minions do a lot of damage. Look at this, almost ticking down to that neutral. It is going to be very close on this next minion wave. Now at the same time, bottom lane, Nunu feeling the pain. We got a lot of pressure coming out from Confederates, and I gotta say, Confederates been playing that bottom lane extremely well this entire tournament.
Yes, Infeed up at the top, who's able to keep Rise zoned back away from that fight a little bit there. They're trying to find a spot to recall. They're all looking really low on health. Totalment goes in with the Cataclysm, locking everyone down so that they can deliver some damage. Dynov not quite able to finish anyone off. Infeed standing tall, and then small right after I try and make that joke. Dynov getting away, getting Glitter Lance, getting Cat. Ezreal is best Ezreal, firing off one more shot before he retreats.
Armor trying to defend this bottom, goes Empire mode, does not get it, but Singe will be able to put up somewhat of a fight. It is a neutral at this point, but as long as it's neutral, it means it's not counting against Team Red. Infeed up here, not looking so good. He is going to have to head on back, but he does have Half-Hearted there just to hold down the lane. People are going to be healing. You can see Confederates is going to be heading back to town as well. And Confederates, he did go for that Morelos, and it looks like... well, it could go either way with that. Amplifying as well as the blasting, what do you think? I'm not thinking of a Zonius quite yet, but I'm thinking more of an Abyssal.
I'm thinking of a Rylai's, but that seems a little counterintuitive. No, I'm thinking Rylai's. I'm definitely... no, Void Staff, it looks like. Going for that pen, actually. Opting to not go for the defense. Lulu has picked up a Hextech Sweeper as well. Going to bring that extra vision to his team. Infeed going to have that available now. And trying to chase down Naked Apron plan over here. Painkiller is able to connect with a Power Fist there. And, Naked Apron Plan just keeps on retreating, but gets tagged. Painkiller with the ultimate from Kale there, able to survive just a little bit longer. And now, with that Mana Shield active, Chris I Am is going to retreat. Painkiller has a little bit of extra time on the field because of that, but able to swing around from the side. Dynov is able to get that kill on Lulu, although he is going to ultimately be defeated. And now, Chris I Am Singe has to defend that point.
Oh, man, that was so close to being an ace right there, but it does look like Chris Sam, he was the sole survivor. Did you see that KO going clutch? That Hextech Sweeper in the bushes is able to get that last auto attack onto Ezreal, thus cementing the kill. At this point, 8-3 on that KO, absolutely dominating the kills. And look at those items coming out for her. A full 6, sure, they might be low level, but hell, that's more stats than most of your competition.
Indeed, it is. Kale hanging out in the middle of the map, but everyone else passing right on by, moving up towards the top. Hextech Sweeper, just one. No Hextech Sweeper for Feel the Vibes side of the maps. They're not going to have the benefit of that extra vision right now. They do have a couple of Sheens, however, on J4 and Ezreal, and that's really going to help their auto attack damage. Just stagger those abilities a little bit, put down some extra DPS. Naked Apron Plan walks around the corner right into Painkiller, though, but it looks like Painkiller's getting the worst end of the deal, and he's going to overdrive up away from that point. Defensive Garrison gets thrown down on that tower. Totalment pulled in and destroyed right there, and now Feel the Vibe is going to have to fall back. Painkiller is at full mana and full everything, but gets caught with a Rune Prison, takes some extra damage from Dynov as a result. At the throne slowing down, the adhesive there, and Painkiller looking for a grab, not able to connect with it. Naked Apron Plan kind of saw what was potentially going to happen and moved away from that. Brand throwing a shot over the wall, gonna reveal the area for a second there, and it looks like Rise. No, Rise is a tier of the gods. I'm looking for a sweep, but they just don't have one yet.
Nope, it's all about half-hearted.
Still getting routed.
Half-Heart is the only one with that sweeper, and that's what got that Kale kill at the end, that clutch Kale kill. Again, Confitarius playing this bottom lane expertly, gets himself a 4th point for Pays Evelyn Child Support. You can see Infeed going for the kill on top of Naked. What a grab! Almost landing! I was at the edge of my seat on that one. Painkiller with the ultimate is able to take down that Rise, and, you know, Confitarius, Chris and Anthony, just kind of dancing with each other. Not really too sure who wants to do what, but the points are ticking. 388 for Cap. Right now, Pays Evelyn Child Support, they're looking good this mid-game, Gander.
And down at the bottom point, they're looking all right, but they've got 4 points. They've got a garrison. They're able to defend. They're rolling pretty hard. I mean, if they keep this up, I really don't see anything that could stop them. I'm, like, racking my brain trying to figure out what could go wrong here. But with 2 X-Tech sweepers on their team, none on the enemy team, Pays Evelyn Child Support has access to all the vision. They have access to a lot of damage. Painkillers has shown great control so far this entire game. Naked Apron Plan getting singled out and attacked over there. But Half-Heart going to throw down the Pyroclasm and start retreating from that. Maybe overextend a tad, but they did get a neutral on that point. Captain Blueberry's Kale is hanging out behind there, doing some damage to those minions, and now going to circle around towards the top. Infeed falling back towards the point, but Brand taking a shot and taking one back his way for his troubles. Dynov up at the top. Captain Blueberry coming around from behind. Painkiller is there as well. Dynov just goes down. There's really no way. He couldn't really Arcane Shift anyway. If he Arcane Shifts towards the point, Infeed would have been there. Arcane Shift any other direction, Captain Blueberry or Painkiller would have been there. Armor getting hunted down. Naked Apron Plan wants some of Infeed, but Half-Heart is right behind him to light him on fire. Cat Mode Naked Apron Plan cannot deal any damage. So a quick Whimsy was able to save Infeed from any follow-up damage that Rise would have tried to deal to him once he had gotten in range.
Kills. Painkiller going to be running into this revived Armor and Totemon here in the jungle. He is going to be alone one-on-one, but with that Overdrive, it's going to be Overdrive versus Blood Boil plus the CCs. Here comes Die now, but he has no interest in that Painkiller. That being said, he's turned right back around, but that's okay. Confitarius able to solo down that Cinch in the bottom. He is an absolute monster at this point, going for what I assume is going to be the Lich Bane, but Confitarius, bottom lane, so stable. Pays Evelyn Child Support has no problem leaving it all up to him, and what a clutch invulnerability right there on top of that. Painkiller saved him from that Ezreal ultimate. No kills are going down. You see the Hextech going off, looking for that Mumu. Oh, wow, that Nunu. Mumu was banned out as normal. Top lane Half-Hearted doing some defensive maneuvers against Totemon, and I'm going to say that's pretty effective defensive maneuvers.
See the promote getting thrown down up at the top. They got Super Minion up there going on now. Armor throwing that down, and that tower getting pushed up on, but only a little bit of capture gotten in on that from the benefit of that Super Minion there. Got a little bit of damage on from that Storm Shield, and things are a little mellow right now, except for in the bottom lane, where Painkiller is coming down for Naked Apron Plan, bailing out his buddy Confidarius, who's been having to deal with Chris IM right there. Misses with a rocket grab, unfortunately, but catches Chris IM with an airborne. That airborne from that Power Fist has a very, very short cooldown and does a lot of damage as well, but Painkiller's going to have to back off. He's got the active from the Hex Drinker there, and they are going to back off a little bit. Feel the vibe seems like they're falling back, regrouping a tad. But at the refinery, however, Kale and Lulu are pushing up on Tolemant. Tolement's actually just fine. He's just going to walk away. However, Naked Apron Plan is going to come up to the tower, though, get Reckoning to get cat mode for his trouble. Silenced cat mode cannot meow excessively and tell you it wants dinner. Captain Blueberry, though, on the wrong side of the fence. However, its HP is a lie, getting boosted up by Infeed right there from Lulu's abilities, increasing the health. Catches a slow on Dynov. Dynov gonna maybe get taken out, maybe escape. We will see. Gonna get taken out. And now Armor still stalking Infeed. They really want some of Infeed. You can't use Consume on Yordles. I've tried. It doesn't work. Cataclysm catching Half-Hearted, pinning him down, making sure to cut off his escape route by spawning walls. But Armor gets pulled under the tower up at the top. However, Painkiller gets followed up with an airborne from Totemant, so isn't really able to deliver any extra damage. Now, Captain Blueberry re-arriving at the fight from behind, along with Infeed, going to help to try and clean this up, potentially.
Man, Confitarius is just so good. Again, another kill on that bottom for him. Does get shut down by the Ezreal, but what an extended series in this top. Bottom line, though, pays Evelyn Child Support, able to defend it, keep their 3 nodes, and we have something close to 30 seconds left on the clock. If we cannot make a big play happen here for Feel the Vibe, then it is going to be a 2-0 for Pays Evelyn Child Support here in Dominate Dominion number 25. I don't know how I feel about that, Gander. I was kind of hoping there for that game number 3, but Pays Evelyn Child Support is looking so strong.
The first game was quite good, but I just don't think that they'll have the cap time. They're going to have to sweep top very, very hard in order to get out of this in one piece, and they almost got the neutral off on it. They only need a little bit more work to be able to push that tower over, but I don't think they're going to get it right now, though, especially not with how clumped up that they got with the damage that Half Hard can deliver. And Chris I am up there at the top. He just needs to get those minions up against that tower, but they're not going to let that happen, unfortunately. Circling around, dishing out a lot of hurt, chasing him away from the tower. It's just so close to a completed cap. It was less than a tenth of the way left to be able to complete 2 neutral and to stop that clock, but it was not meant to be. Pays Evelyn Child Support going to take game 2. DominateDominion.com, League of Legends Dominion Tournament number 25. Pays Evelyn Child Support are your first place winners. Taking the second place is going to be Feel the Vibe.
My goodness. Feel the Vibe so very strong in game number 1. Had at one point a 200-point lead over top of Pays Evelyn Child Support, but good play, good items, and good teamwork brought them to game number 2, where they absolutely dominated the game. Good game, well played, congratulations. I give, well, more RP for them. How much more RP can these guys need